Chapter 1. Supply. He who dares assert the I may calmly wait, while hurrying fate meets his demands with sure supply. Helen Williams. Harmony. There is neither health nor prosperity without harmony. There is no peace, no health, where there is want. Be it want of material supply, wisdom supply, or love supply. Love, truth, and dollars, these are necessary to human well-being. Mind, body, and estate must be cared for. In order that there be health, happiness, and prosperity, there must be harmony. This harmony is found in merely giving self, the soul, its way. Harmony is living in obedience to mental law. It is found in right thinking. Bane of poverty. Poverty is the main cause of the unrest, the disease, or the unease that afflicts mankind. Remove poverty by right thinking, and all attendant evils will disappear. This right thinking means that there shall be on the part of the individual a change of attitude towards the dollar. Mental attitude. The prevalent attitude is want for the dollar. Belief that dollars are power. This must be outgrown, and the attitude must be that all power is in man. Dollars are machines with power delegated to them by man. They are useless without man. Dollars want me is to be the thought of the coming man. A few so think now and have attained mastery of supply. Demand and supply. It is a legitimate demand on the part of each individual that he have enough. To supply human needs is the function of the universe. All is for man. The sun shines for him, the water runs for him, the flowers bloom for him, the grain ripens for him, and the earth teems with beauty for him. All would be useless, would be purposeless, but for him. When he ceases to be, there is no use for the universe or anything in it. Without man, these are virtually non-existent. Man alone gives a meaning, a use, a value, a purpose to the universe. There is enough in the universal one from which all things materialize, for each one of us to have enough to meet all desires without robbing any. Infinite supply is all about us, and yet there is want. Whose the fault? Not of the one. It is in ourselves. We have not known how to claim, nor have we claimed our own. The law of supply. The law is simple and is laid down by the greatest political economist as well as the greatest mental scientist the world has in its historic records. He was not a theologian, neither did he deal with questions of a future life, as many seem to think. He was a sociologist and a socialist. He dealt with the question, the life that is now. His name was Jesus. He gave the law thus: seek first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. Study the law. Analyze the law thus: kingdom of God. Where? Within you. God is spirit, he said. The kingdom of God is then in the soul. It is the ego or soul of man. Know thyself as soul. Know thyself as spirit. This is the law. Live rightly is the meaning of his righteousness. Live in accord with your sense of right. Obey your own conscience. Then all things shall be yours. Things are whatever kind, of all kinds, are manifestations of the one substance. Things are, like yourself, manifestations of the one God. Dollars are things. Dollars are manifestations of the one God. The law is simple. Plain directions, these: live true to self, live spiritually, give the first place in your thoughts to the eternal, from which things come, and in all things will come to you in need. First? Yes, not things first, but that mental condition which controls things. Not dollars first, but that mental attitude which attracts dollars. I trust myself. That mental condition is faith in self as a manifestation of omnipotence. Faith in self as a manifestation of the all-good. Faith in the universe as justice. Faith in the universal one as entirely good. Faith in the life are one. To draw its necessary supply of things demanded for its highest expression. Then let things come. This is all, but it is God. This is strait gate. Few there be that enter it, but all may. Things are second. Few place things second. Dollars, position, influence, show. These in common thought come first. But these are the results of power. First become one with the power. Become the power. And these desired things will come. The ordinary process of business, the customary method of thinking, is to be reversed. Think from inward power. Think from being. Be master. You will then be the master, and things will take their right place. Become one with God by recognizing him as king in your soul. Listen to him in the edicts of your soul. Say as you thus become negative to the higher in you, now God, do your work your way, and it will be done satisfactorily to me. No one can fail when he assumes his attitudes of love and trust. It would be an impotent God, and therefore no God, that did not work when these conditions are made. Poverty, how cured? Poverty is a mental condition. It can be cured only by the affirmation of power to cure. I am part of the one, and in the one possess all. I possess all. Affirm this and patiently wait for the manifestation. You have sown the thought seed. Now, like the rancher, wait for the sprouting and the harvest. It can never fail you when, like him, you trust. Cure of poverty. Repeat this affirmation, no matter what the appearances, no matter if hungry, houseless, and alone. Affirm, God is my supply. My supply is infinite. Dollars want me. Trust implicitly in the inviolable law of cause and effect. You are cause. Supply is the effect that must follow your affirmation. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. In the past, you have sown poverty seeds, and you are now reaping the crop. You do not enjoy this harvest. Sow amid these results of previous sowing, plenty seeds, and plenty will come. Supply is yours when you sow supply seeds. So, no matter how seemingly black the conditions, the seeds have God in them and they cannot fail. Affirmations for use. My supply is infinite, for God is my supply. Supply can never fail me. Make this your affirmation and hold it. Hold it. Supply is sure. The law of supply is as sure as gravity. In this affirmation, all is mine. Dollars want me. I have, you have repolarized your aura. You have changed your vibrations, and you will draw as the magnet draws a needle, all you can use. Try it. Never let go of your trust that dollars, or that for which they stand, will come. Thy kingdom, O soul, has come, and thy will is done, for God and soul are one. All is mine, 'tis but by asking, ere I make my silent plea. Life unlocks her richest treasures, for my waiting eyes to see. End of chapter. Chapter 2, Opulence. You conquer fate by thought. If you think the fatal thought of men and institutions, you need never pull the trigger. The consequence of thinking inevitably follows. Carlyle. The dollar sign. Personal ideals of necessity must differ, yet since money represents objective power, its consideration must enter as a factor into every ideal of success. Money represents supply. It stands in our thought for food, clothing, and shelter, for books, pictures, and companionship, for enjoyment, unfoldment, and expression. Material supply is the necessity of life. The dollar is the concrete representation of this necessity, but the dollar also means opportunity for the realization of high ideals. The individual must be free, and until the necessities of life are assured, he is not free. Personal liberty. Thus the dollar stands for individual liberty. Personal liberty finds its basis in pecuniary independence. Financial independence and personal liberty bear very largely the relation of cause and effect. We can almost say that in popular mind the dollar confers liberty. In soul culture, a mental attitude of superiority of the dollar results in personal liberty. There is no liberty to him who feels himself limited by the want of the dollar. Debt is one of the most tyrannical of masters. Mackay well says, "The debtor is ever a shame-faced dog with his creditor's name on his collar." There can be no liberty to him who feels the slavery of debt. Ideals of success. Into your ideal of success, therefore, must be firmly built this ideal of pecuniary independence. This independence does not lie in freedom from debt. Neither does it lie in large bank accounts nor the possession of property. Monetary success and personal liberty do not go hand in hand. Indeed, the average man of wealth is the veriest slave, enslaved to the necessities that his monetary possessions involve, and a worse slave to his fears. What is success? Success lies in the mental attitude that arises from the sense of personal power, which meets every condition without anxiety. That cannot be called success, which results in ill health and unhappiness, unrest or fear. Eliminate these from your ideal and you have, as a necessary commitment of success, financial ease. The new thought. In the old competitive thought, men sought business and wanted the dollar. Under the new thought it is, seek first the kingdom of God, and its right living and all things necessary to my happiness will be added unto me. The soul has only to exercise its drawing power. When the conscious mind lets itself be led or drawn, it will be drawn to what it desires. Desire is the magnet. Let it have its way. Trust in your own love of truth and love of goodness, and never question that you desired is enough. That you desired is evidence that it already exists for you on the soul side. Be passive to the desire and let it manifest. This attitude is itself success. What to think? Think positively. Things belong to me. I am already possessor. They will come to me at need. Then let them come. If they do not readily come, hold no anxious thoughts about them. Having accepted truth that all is mine, and that all desired conditions or things will manifest, keep on working in an equitable, confident frame of mind, and let them come. Anxiety, doubt, mistrust show that you have not claimed them as realities, but you have held them as dreams or possibilities. Until you hold them as realities, they cannot come. The right mental attitude. Change your attitude toward business. Do not seek it. See it mentally already yours and let it come. Attend yourself to details as they come to the surface. Consider business a principle that will run as runs a mountain stream. When you remove your conscious will from it, all your concern is to be ready to use this business stream as the ranchman uses the water as it comes to his ditch. There is but one power, and that is the universal, the infinite power. Business is power. Business is a manifestation of the one power. Use power as does the telegrapher. Let it come and then direct it. The wisdom for the day comes with the day. Let it come by having faith in self. Work each moment as if what you desire were here and it is here. Place of money. As to money, regard it also as merely the power that keeps business going. Welcome its coming and rejoice as it's going. It never does its work until, like the water in the stream, it is passed under the wheel. The hoarded dollar does not work and is of no value to you. The dollar you spend is the only one you really have, for by the experience of spending it, you gain a growth, an enlargement that is yours forever. You are power. Money has only delegated power. You direct its expression. Change your attitude toward money. It is not the almighty dollar. Almighty power uses the dollar. Say to the dollar, I do not need you, you need me. You are of no use until my brain and hands use you. You wish to be used. You come to me that you may be used. I do not need a dollar. Dollars need me. Assume this mental attitude and see what a change it makes for you. For you will have changed your aura. Dollars will drawn. You need not think of their coming, for they will come to you through the opportunities which this new mental attitude revealed to you. Think only of using them. Mental attitude towards dollars. Change your attitude towards the dollars you have. Tell them they are of no use until they are expended. As you see them lying about, say to them, idle dollars, go to work. Go out and circulate. Each one of you go and pay $1 million in wages and debts. When I need you, come back again. You are useless and have no value until you go to work. Then let them go to work, knowing that when you send this thought with them, they and their fellows will come back to you to be set at work. Spend the dollars. Before you spend a dollar, the question comes, is it right? Whether you have a single dollar or whether behind the one you think of spending are $1 million makes no difference. If it is right to spend a dollar in the proposed way, had you the $1 million, it is right thus to spend this, the lone one. Therefore, when you feel it is right to spend a dollar for any purpose, spend it as royally as if you were a millionaire. From the inner life, this message was given to me years ago. Let a thought of use stand guard over your purse, and then spend freely. Amend this by affirming, a thought of the righteousness of the spending stands guard over my dollars, and I send them forth with blessing. Thoughts do the work. These dollars, like every thought of good you send out, will return to bless. You do business with thoughts only. Dollars are but materialized thoughts. Each dollar in any man's hand represents his thought in material form. Send out at all times with your dollars the thoughts you wish to return to you. For what you sow in your dollars, you reap in dollars that either do or do not come back to you. Put the thought of success, happiness, and health into every dollar that passes out, and it will return so laden. Poles of thought. Having acquired the proper mental attitude, there is something necessary for you to do to draw the dollar. Your magnet of desire must have two poles. First, you must have something which the world needs and is willing to pay for. In this respect, you must follow the law of supply and demand. You must honestly feel that you will give the dollar's worth for every dollar that you desire. Secondly, you must, in all sincerity, Dedicate every dollar that comes to you to noble service. You can then feel that dollars want you, that through them you can give what you have of value to the world. Feel that dollars wish you to use them for the accomplishment of your purpose to use them justly. With this ideal, you can conscientiously invite dollars and they will come. They need your heart, brain, and hand that you may benefit the world. What are dollars? Dollars are manifestations of the one infinite substance as they are. But unlike you, they are not self-conscious. They have no power till you give them power. Make them feel this through your thought vibrations as you feel the importance of your work. They will then come to you to be used. They will not come, nor can you in this thought draw them to be hoarded. Use, helpfulness, and happiness must be in your thought of success. This held firmly, perseveringly, as your affirmation will turn the current of dollars your way. What to think? Your thought should be, I possess that which the world wants. Dollars want me to use them. Dollars want me. In scattering that which I have to bless, use these affirmations persistently. Dollars love me. Dollars want me. I am ready to use dollars, and they freely come to me to be used. Make no limit as to the amount. Claim abundance. Claim all you can use for good. All that is needed to enable you to be useful and happy. Abundant supply be your demand. End of chapter. Chapter 3. Time a factor. In all your self-culture, you to remember that time is a necessary factor in unfoldment. It is not a measure of duration. This mistake of measuring time by a figure on a dial will never do in this culture. Time is to be measured by growth. Some may grow more while the hands count 24 hours than others in 10 times that. Take no thought of time. You have all there is. You are spirit, or mind if you prefer the word, and have all eternity. Seeds require time to germinate, grow, leave bud, bloom, blossom, and fruit. Each thought, each change in your ideal is a seed. It will follow nature's line of evolution. You will require time as you change your attitude. A period will be required to change your vibrations so that the dollars will feel you and learn that it wants you. This period will vary according to the power of concentration, and your fidelity to your ideal is couched in the affirmation, dollars want me. The thought field is first to be cleared of the weeds of the old thought sowing, and the seeds of the new must germinate and bear fruit in the garden of supply. Forget the past. Pay no attention to the old conditions. Keep at your affirmation, knowing it is the gate to the reservoir, and every irrigating ditch will soon be full of water and can come down from the reservoir to it. I want. The echo, I want dollars, must become still before the real sound of dollars want me can vibrate in your aura. Know as the merchant knows that he was that which the people want, that you have that which dollars want. In your thought, in your hand, in your life, advertise your purpose to the dollar. Tell it that it wants all these, that without you it has no power, that without you it can do nothing. Tell it that all it wants you have, that it will come to you that may accomplish its mission. Then, like a patient merchant, wait for your customers. Dollars will soon flock. As do customers to a bargain counter. The want column has attracted them. Use here only the same common sense, perseverance, and patience the successful businessman uses, and the dollar will find their wants supplied in you, and you will find supply. End of chapter.